The fallout from Donald Trump's disastrous address to the nation last night is just beginning, and one key aide is caught in the crosshairs. Should she be packing her bags this Christmas? After this report, you tell me. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. In case you missed it, last night Donald Trump gave a primetime address to the nation, which we are not going to show here in case it gives you stupid. Speaking for just over 17 minutes, Trump gave what's tantamount to the rise of Skywalker of political speeches. Meandering points, a retread of old ideas, failed attempts at messaging resets, and claims so preposterous it insults the intelligence of anyone who hears it. The man ranted and raved about his alleged achievements, pulling off one of the worst attempts at lies and gaslighting in recent memory. And that says something. And the reception has not been great. CNN has more.
It felt more like a marathon shoved into a sprint, from my point of view. It was a mini State of the Union, about a month or a month and a half before he's going to deliver his real State of the Union. I thought this was going to be an economic speech. I thought that this was going to be kind of a restart on the economic messaging. That's what I was hoping for.
I think they thought it was too. Why are you saying it like that?
Well, because it really was a replay of all of the campaign issues from 2024. And while I think there are a lot, especially on the border, a lot of victories that President Trump can claim, the American people are looking forward, not backwards. And if I had to be critical of the speech, I think that would be my main criticism, that it was looking backwards towards these victories rather than forwards towards what the tariffs are going to mean for, say, lower income individuals. Maybe it will lower your taxes. He should have spoken, in my opinion, more on no taxes on tips and overtime. What came forward in I guess we're calling it the Working Families Tax Act. There is a lot of good that was in that bill that will come to fruition in 2026, and that's where I would have really pressed to talk about.
I think the Biden folks know that saying in the future things will get better doesn't work.
That's not.
Oh, and the negative reviews didn't stop there either. Over on Real America, the Republican propaganda machine masquerading as a news channel, even their analysts called the speech a failure and a waste of time. And Trump is now set to take vengeance for his own failure. Stay with me here. Trump had provided every network carrying the speech with a PowerPoint presentation designed to underline his points, but in the end, only Fox News used it, likely due to the obvious fallacies in the slides. Trump also has a tendency to go off script when speaking, so maybe they didn't want the speech to be more confusing than it already was. Who knows? But the biggest question coming out of this debacle: why did anyone think this was a good idea in the first place? Just as we saw at his Pennsylvania rally earlier this month, Trump's trying to give campaign speeches rather than drum up support for his policies. He doesn't want to lead, he wants the spotlight. Trump will never object to being the center of attention, but who thought he would help his tanking approval ratings? Well, folks, now we know. This morning, the Daily Beast reports that Trump told reporters immediately following the speech that he delivered it at the insistence of White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. She was, for the record, Trump's campaign manager in 2024, and, according to journalist Jonathan Karl, one of the few people who can rein Trump in and get him to listen to advice. This is significant for two reasons. One, it suggests Wiles is losing her grip on Trump since he gave the speech but it didn't fulfill her intended purpose, resetting public opinion on Trump's policies. It also hints that maybe she secretly hates the man, but never mind. The other reason Wiles insisting Trump speak is so important: the speech follows a Vanity Fair profile earlier this week in which Wiles attacked Trump and most of his cabinet, saying Trump has an alcoholic's personality, claiming J.D. Vance is a conspiracy theorist who only likes Trump out of political expedience, and that Elon Musk is a druggie. Wiles claims her comments were taken out of context, but audio tapes reveal otherwise. So here's my question. Does Susie Wiles want Trump to fail? Is this her way of discrediting Trumpism to take control of the Republican Party and put forward her own pick for 2028? That appears to be Secretary of State Marco Rubio, her fellow Floridian, for anyone curious. See our other reports for more on that. And what does this mean for Wiles' job security? Well, Trump refers to her as a member of the family, so maybe he'll forgive her. On the other hand, he has an alcoholic's personality, so don't be surprised if he takes his rage out on her and sends her packing. After the time of this report, it's not clear if Trump is aware of how badly he failed in the eyes of the American people last night, including his own supporters. I predict social media rage incoming. And I predict the Trump cabinet will end the year in chaos as Trump's approval ratings continue to plummet beyond their already anemic levels. As for Susie Wiles, well, it's not too late to look for a gig playing Mrs. Claus at shopping malls. Assuming children wouldn't find her terrifying. This is Occupy Democrats.